What up, y'all? Welcome to Fight Talk with me, Jimmy Dukes, here on the Jimmy Dukes Rodriguez YouTube channel. Another Fight Talk interview. I love talking to guys. If you guys know me or don't know me, I love talking to combat sports athletes. But we got Brandon Yandell, heavyweight champion. Holy smokes, man. What's up, brother? How are you?
Dude, I'm doing awesome, man. Doing good, man. Happy with life, and yeah, just ready for whatever's coming next, you know?
Yeah, man. Like, so I didn't know of you until Dylan was gonna fight you, then I started looking into you a little bit more and stuff like that. And one of the biggest things when the fight started, you guys were standing there, me and Dom Barry, my counterpart, were like, damn, this is a big, huge reach advantage, man. Ryan's got to get in there quick. And you sure did. You closed the range so quick. Was that like did it just happen? Was that part of your game plan? Or like it seemed like you touched hands and then you just went straight?
Yeah, man. Honestly, it was a little bit of both, you know. Dylan Matthews, I saw some of his fights before. I knew he was super tall. I knew he was really good with his distance management. And if I let him get too comfortable, it was going to be a more difficult fight, you know. So that was definitely part of the game plan. We had a mixture between putting on the pressure, which is kind of more my style anyways, and definitely also like throwing pennies in a piggy bank too, trying to wear him down as the fight went on, if it was to go on, you know. So yeah, it just I went in there with a certain mindset. I definitely felt different than I had in other fights. This is the most prepared I've ever felt. This is the most in sync with the experience that I was, and it ended up just happening the way it happened. So you know.
Nice. Yeah, so let's talk about that a little bit for people that don't know. You had a bit of a layoff, you know what I mean? And we kind of spoke a little bit in the cage after, and you're saying life happens kind of deal. And I love hearing when I talk to different people all the time, and it doesn't, not just athletes, just like, hey, things happen in life that you need to go through, and then you're able to regroup and focus on something moving forward. And it seemed like that's the kind of what I was kind of getting to. Like after the layoff, you just said it, you felt good, you were in the right state of mind. So kind of talk about how leading up to getting back in the cage and how good it felt to be in training camp.
You know, man, yeah, it's crazy. It was about like a 2.5, almost 3 year layoff for me. And it wasn't my first one. I also had another 2 year layoff before the fight I had before that. Just life. Yeah, life just happens. It's one of those things. I've been training and doing this since I was 12 years old. I started in like 2010 or something like that. And on my record on before this fight was 5-3. Now it's 6-3 for amateur MMA. But in total, I've had probably like 32 fights, 33 fights in general.
Like expeditions and smokers and shit like that.
A lot of smokers, some kickboxing fights, and then just a lot of gym wars type of things.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of experience throughout the years, and it's just one of those things that you don't really make any money doing this, especially as an amateur. And you have to be part of a good team, and you have to be get some good promotion, that whole thing. And it's something I didn't really focus on a lot in my younger years when I was earlier doing this. Didn't have a lot of my fights on video, so if you go online, you'll see my stuff. But it's hard to find videos on almost any of my fights, you know. So yeah, kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean that might be a good thing and a bad thing, because I mean people always tell me like, "Damn, Jimmy, you're everywhere. You're putting out footage all the time." Like now I can't hide from all my techniques and shit you put out. but yeah, I mean you've been at it for some time, and it's cool to hear that, because I mean all of us. One thing I've learned about sport combat athletes is I'm getting to know more and more. Everybody fights for different reasons. You know what I mean? Everybody has either something to prove themselves to other people, or maybe this is a career thing they want to do. So I always like when I hear fighters talk about what makes them tick and, how long they've been doing it and why. Because, yeah, I mean, if it's for money, everybody's in it for the wrong reason, right?
For sure. Yeah, if you're doing it for money, then you're not going to last very long if that's your whole purpose,
Yeah, I mean, we ain't selling out arenas and stuff like that as an amateur. So, I mean, if you ain't doing things, other stuff to get some revenue, I mean, focusing on just a fight career and hoping to make money, it's kind of tough. I mean, it's not that you can't do it, but it's really far in between. And a lot of people don't understand that. Oh, damn, Brandon, that was so dope. You went to and fought somewhere and out of town, and like, yeah, but I had to spend a lot of my money to get there.
Right. And honestly, that's the whole thing in itself. Two things. One, car situations were happening. I had to have my aunt come take me down there. I mean, thank God, everything was taken care of as far as the hotel and all those things. I mean, stuff does cost money, and then yeah, so super grateful for that. But I was willing to sleep in a tent or sleep in the car if I had to make this happen. And as soon as I got back, the morning of me being back, I went straight back to work. So
Yep.
that's how
Yep.
it goes.
Yeah, and I love that. A lot of people don't understand, like, an amateur career is like, for a lot of people, they might be fighting for different reasons and things like that, or maybe leading to get going. Because I've spoken to different guys where they were on a heater a couple fights and then they just fell off for a couple of years because priorities change and things like that. And one thing I always hear people say, kind of how you say, like, when I came back, I felt like I was more focused, because I feel like a lot of people don't understand, and this can, relate to a lot of things in life. Once you get like a solid foundation of what you got going on in life, then you could focus on more things when everything else is good to go. Because if, I mean, your relationships, family, work, financial stuff is all going on, it's hard to be an athlete, period, if you don't got all that kind of stuff going on. So is that kind of what happened, to where you were in a good place, in state of mind, body wise, to wherever you were to focus and come back that way?
For sure. I mean, yeah, I can say my story is definitely a unique one. There's been so many different things that have happened between different camps and teams that I've been a part of. And like I said, deaths, when I say deaths, I'm talking about, a coach that was very close to me too. I'm a father, the whole bit. There's all these different dynamics to it. And the last fight I had won was a kickboxing fight in Florida, part of a different team. And that was my last one too, something years ago. The time just goes by like nothing. And yeah, it's just crazy. It's not like I left on a loss or anything like that. I'm just right back to it. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of mentality shifts and growths as a man and as a human, and spiritually too, where I've hit with my ego and how the process works for fighting in general.
Yeah, I love hearing that too, because I mean, I don't fight. I mean, I just train jujitsu. So I mean, I don't want to get punched in the face. I mean, it's bad enough people go for my legs, and I don't like that shit. But is this, now that you got this, you're back, you're on a good team. Shout out to Uncle Tony. I've known
Yes, of course.
yeah, I've known Burchek for a little bit, and is this like kind of like ramping up to kind of keep it steady going forward? Did you want to get back in there anytime soon, or is it kind of just when it makes sense? Now that you got that quick win, you're like, damn, well, I trained X amount of weeks and now I just got to sit around. Is it itchy to get back in there, or just if it makes sense to get called up and you'll take another fight?
It's one of those things that I've been wanting to do this my whole life as a career, and I've always put in the actions towards it. And in the process of it, me figuring it out, obviously it's taken from the rest of my life as well. Now I just turned 28 literally the day before the fight, which was crazy.
Oh,
um,
nice.
so yeah, that's kind of wild. I just turned 28, and it's one of those things. Yeah, I'm here to do it as a career now. I do construction right now, so I'm not looking to do that for the rest of my life, and this is my dream. And no matter what happens, somehow, some way, it always calls me back to it. Almost like I have to do it in a sense. Um, so yeah, that's just where I'm at with it. I'm looking to get back in there and do it as a professional officially.
Okay.
And we were talking about some different options, especially after the win. So yeah, we're just waiting to see what happens.
Nice. So is the 6-3 as an amateur? You're good to go. I got my belt. Let's go pro. Is that the deal?
Yeah, Burchek definitely wants me to go pro now at this point. Yeah, at this point, it's about making money, making a career happen, and you know, getting to the UFC. That's the plan at some point, right? So
Nice,
now we're
man.
in those steps for sure.
Yeah, man, and that's cool. I love hearing that, man. You guys heard her first. I'm sure a lot of his friends and family knew, but yeah, pro fight next, man. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, I I mean, I'm a fan, but I'm also like, I'm understanding. I'm like, I really wanted to see you guys bang it out, but the fact that you threw him off and just came so, like, you just attacked him, overhand 1-2, and then he just went down. I was like, whoa, I think he hurt him. And like, the referee did more than enough to give him time to get up, but you didn't give him time to get up. I mean, you were just wailing. I think it was like 14 or 5 unanswered before they jumped in, man. Do you feel like if that you could do that every single time, it would be amazing, or you don't care what type of fight, you're going to be signing up either way?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is I actually have really good grappling skills as well, and my striking. I didn't even really get to show a lot of my striking. I didn't get to throw any kicks or knees or elbows that was allowed in New Mexico, which was super cool.
Yeah,
But no, we definitely knew that Dylan was tough. We knew he could go all what it was going to be 3 or 5 3 minute rounds. I knew
yeah,
he can go the distance on it. Definitely worked a shit ton of cardio. And yeah, that was definitely a factor. I had no choice but to get in there with him. I think that now after this fight, him working on that part of his game, he's going to be definitely a problem for anybody out there.
yeah, man.
So we're going.
Yeah, man, I love it, man. Pro career coming up, man. I just want to thank you again for your time, man. It was a pleasure. I didn't get to talk too much, but I appreciate your time, and I'm always loving to talk to different people and different parts, and what gets them going. And I love hearing that hey, man, things weren't going my way or things happen in life, and you keep moving forward. I feel like those kind of stories and people need to know that about certain people because I feel like you just being yourself can inspire another person. Like, hey, like look at Brandon. That fool had 2 long layoffs, and here he is back in there going all in. And after he was able to kind of take care of everything he needed to take care of to really focus on his dream. So I totally give you props on that, man.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. No, I just want to say that I greatly appreciate you having me on the show. I feel that vibe. I like your energy. I like how you're asking the questions and getting in there. The show Empire was super dope. I don't remember what I said outside the cage or anything, but it was cool interacting with you, man. And the biggest thing I could say before leading off on this thing is that before I leave, it's weird to say when I was younger, the belt would have meant something to me. The process would have been a thing as far as stressing about it and whatever. I think that I was able to give my best performance this time because one, the belt didn't mean anything. As far as my ego, I was there to fight and I was there to live the experience of it. And when you go into battle with pure intention and being ready and also accepting anything that is to come, whether it is the win or the loss, then that was the best performance I could have had.
Like a damn samurai.
Oh, we're going, brother. We're
that's so
going, man.
that's so badass, man. But yeah, thank you so much for your time, man. So, I mean, I would love to see you to defend it, but I mean, now knowing your career and where you're inspiring to be, I mean, I wish you all the best, man. I tell all the guys that I hope you guys do whatever you guys want to do in this sport or kind of hopefully succeed into what you want to do, man. I feel like you're on your right way. You seem like you're in a good headspace. You got the right kind of right people around you. You got the right team, and you have the experience. So it's time to go pro, and I can't wait to follow your pro career, man.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate you so much, man. I really appreciate you having me on, truly.
Hell yeah, man. Now you're gonna hang that belt over. I mean, I know it doesn't mean it, but you still got a belt though, man. Heavyweight, like one of the best heavyweights in the Southwest. A lot of people don't know. There's not a lot of heavyweights in the Southwest, let alone a lot of guys don't want to fight each other for different reasons. But man, you went in there and you put a stamp on the Southwest heavyweight amateur. Now it's time to do it in the pros, man. So I wish you the best.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it.
Hell
Truly.
yeah. Hell yeah, man. Y'all make sure, guys, keep up with the channel. We have all types of interviews here from all different guys in the Southwest and girls talking to all the different combat sports athletes, all the different promotions, man. If you guys are watching this for the first time, because of Brandon, I appreciate your guys' time. But before we get out of here, man, did you want to shout anybody out? Any sponsors, teams, family, anything you want to say?
Of course, of course, of course. My lovely woman and my daughter, always give them a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Divine Tattoo, Kontiki, of course, Toro Tech Tucson, 10th Planet Tucson, Glory Combat Sports. They definitely helped me out a lot of this camp. All my amazing coaches from my teams, all of my family and friends, and people from other teams that have supported me, Empire Promotions, and you, my brother. Thank you, sir.
Hey,
Jimmy Dukes.
win. We'll
Let's go.
win. We'll take it, brother. Hell yeah, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, guys, until next time. Peace out. Thank you guys so much for your time and support. Hey.
Let's go.